So welcome to my new video. Our today's question is Leetcode 120 triangle. This question is very famous also, and this is question is going to ask in lot of company. So let's start the today's question. Before that, if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Okay. So given a triangle array, return the minimum path sum from the top to bottom. Okay. So this is the triangle. This is the triangle. So we have to return the minimum path sum. Okay, so minimum path sum is 2, 3, 5 and 1. Okay, so for each step you move to the adjacent number of the row below. More formally, if you are on index I, you on the current row you move to the either I or I plus 1. Means for 2 you have two options, you can go down or down right, or you can go 3 or 4. Okay, so let's understand the question first. Okay, so in the question the triangle, they show like a triangle, but actually the list is something like that. Okay, for like 2 to have a two options, like he can go to 3 or he can go to 4. Okay, so let's see, like 2 have a two options. Okay, okay, just wait. Okay, 2 have a two options, he can go to the 3 or he can go to the 4. Okay, the paths, okay, there are so many paths, like 2 can go down or 2 can go right, down right. Okay, everyone has two options, they can go down means row plus 1 and same column means same column, otherwise row plus 1 or column plus 1. Okay, like 3 have a say, one option, he can go down and he can go down and right. Okay, so let's see, again 3 have a two options, he can go to the 6 or he can go to the 5. Again 4 have a two options, 4 can go to 5 and 4 can go to 7. Again 6 have a two options, he can go to the 4 and again he can go to the 1. Again 5 have also two options, he can go down, that is 1, or he can go down right, that is 8. Again 5 have a two options, 1 and 8. 7 have two options, he can go down and again 7 have two options like 3. Okay, for every moment we have to give us minimum path sum. Okay, so for 2 whatever this function returns, we have to choose the minimum. Okay, so this is the base case. For 4 there is no option, he have to return himself. Okay, so let's see, our recursion tree is going to like that. Okay, we have to just return the minimum. So 6 will return. Okay, for 6 what is the minimum? 4 and 1. So 1 is minimum, like 6 plus 1 is 7. So 6 will return 7. Okay, for 5, 1 and 8. Okay, so 8 plus 5 is greater than 5 plus 1. Okay, 5 plus 1 is less than 5 plus 8, so it will return 5 plus 1 is 6, so it will return 6. Okay, now for 4 it will return minimum of 5 and 7, and 5, the minimum for 5 is 5 plus 1 is minimum than 5 plus 8. Okay, these are the base condition, they just return. Okay, so this is minimum, 5 plus 1 is 6, so 5 will return 6. Now for 7 return minimum, what is minimum? 8 or 3? 3 is minimum, so 7 plus 3 is 10, so 7 return 10. Okay, now for 3 what is the minimum? 7 or 6? 3 plus 6 is less than 3 plus 7, so we have to return 9. 6 plus 3 is 9, it 3 will return 9. Okay, now for 4 what is the minimum? 6 plus 4 is less than 6. Okay, 4 plus 10, so it will return 4 plus 6, that is 10. So for 2 there is also which is minimum? 9 plus 2 or 2 plus 10, like 10 plus 2 or 2 plus 9. What is the minimum? Minimum is 9 plus 2. Okay, so 2 will return 11. Okay, 9 plus 2 is 11, and 11 is our answer. You can see in the code also. Okay, see, 11 is our answer. And how we can 11, which is the path if we answer is 11? Like 2 chooses to come from 3. Okay, 2 chooses 9 and 9 is come from 3, so path is 2, then 2 goes to 3, and 3 chooses which? 6 or 5? 3 chooses 5. Okay, because 6 is minimum than 7, so 2, then 3, then 5, and 5 chooses 1. Okay, so this is the path 2, then 3, then 5, and then 5 chooses 1. Okay, this is very simple. Now let's try to run it, and we are going to first this is recursion, and then we are also going to use memoization, guys. Okay, how we can use memoization? Let's see. Here we already calculated for 5, but again we have to calculate it for 5. Have to calculate for 5. That's why we can use memoization. And okay, let's after recursion I am going to explain you memoization. Okay, so just have to return solve function for 0 0 and triangle. Okay, this is recursion. So we have two changing parameter. First is row and another is column, that is j, and we have to take our list of triangle. Okay, so this is the list of triangle. Now what is our base condition? Base condition is n is triangle dot size. Okay, so base condition is if our I means row is equal to n minus 1, like that. Okay, if our row, this is our row is equal to n minus 1, and if 4 minus 1 is 3, that is our base condition. Okay, 4 1 8 8 3, these all our base condition. If this is our last row, then we just simply need to return return triangle dot whatever we are position on, triangle dot get I dot get j. Okay, we just need to return this. Otherwise what we need to do? Otherwise we have two options. Down is down is very simple. We have to just add we have to add the position on which we are currently, and down, what is down? I plus 1, and column remains same, means j is same, and then triangle. Okay, this is the parameter. And the next what we have choice? Next choice is down and right. Okay, so we have to add the current position, and I plus 1 means next row and next column. Okay, down and right, so next row and next column, and we have just have to return mat dot minimum of both. Okay, down comma down down right. Okay, we just have to return this. Okay, now let's just try to run it. It is going to give us TLE. Okay, but it is going to give us TLE for large input, so we have to now memoization. Okay, memoize. Let's see, like we solve for 5. Okay, for 5 our answer is 6, then we are again solving for 5, so we can memoize this solution. Okay, and which two parameters are changing? Two parameters are changing are just row and column, so we just have to create one dp array of 2D. Okay, is equal to just a second, new int of n comma n. Okay, and then we have to fill this array with -1. Arrays dot fill array comma -1. Okay, now we have to pass our dp array, dp comma int dp and dp. Okay, now we again have to pass here dp. Okay, and we have to store for every position, for every I and j position we have to store our answer. And if we are storing, then we have to check if dp of I and j, if it is not equal to -1, then we just need to return dp of I and j. Okay, now let's try to run it. This is running, and this solution is going to work. Now you can stop video. If you just tell this much solution to the interviewer, you are going to selected. But guys, let's see, I just uploaded the same solution, okay, on February 14 2025. This is going to gets accepted. Okay, but today I submitted the same solution. Let's say, like, okay, this is the same memoization solution, just dp of I means this is I and this is j. Okay, nothing crazy. I just solved the same in the same approach, but this solution now gets us TLE. Now what we need to do, we have to come up with tabulation solution. This is top down. Now we have to come to bottom up solution. Now tabulation solution. Okay, now let's try. Now let's see here. For first row there are one column. Okay, for second row there are two columns. In third row there are three columns. In fourth row there are fourth column. Okay, so now let's see guys how we can solve this question on tabulation. See, so we now, this is the top down approach. Okay, now we have to come up with bottom up approach. Okay, so let's see our base condition. We have to write for base condition. Now let's see, if we only have a one row, then what is the answer? Minimum of all of them. So we already have one answer. Okay, so what we can do in tabulation, we have to create the same size of array. Okay, let me create, this is the array for one, just a second. Okay, let me draw, then I am just resuming the video. So I draw the tabulation. Okay, now if you only have one row, this is our base condition, so we just have to fill this. Okay, this is the formula of tabulation. So this is 4, this is 1, and this is 8, and this is 3. Okay, this is the base condition. We don't need to do anything for them. Okay, so now we have to fill all these values. Okay, now for 7 we are just traversing like that. Okay, this, then this, then this. Okay, and I already tell you the one hint, if you are on third row we have a 3 column. Okay, so I am going to explain you in the code how we can traverse. Like, this is very easy, we just have to traverse like this. Okay, now for 7 we have a two options guys. We have a two options, like for 7, this is 7. Okay, this is 7 have a two options, he can go down or down right. Which is smaller? We have to, every time we have to determine smaller, so this is the smaller. So 7 plus 3 is 10. This is answer is 10. Okay, now for 5, what is the answer? He can go down or he can go down right. So 1 is the answer, so we just have to give this. So 5 plus 1 is 6. Just a second. 5 plus 1 is 6. Okay, now for 6, what is the answer guys? For 6 is, we have two options. This is the DP array, so for this row and this column, what is the answer? DP of I plus 1 j plus 1, this is 4. No, okay, this is like the next row, and DP of I plus 1 and same column, means dp of I plus 1 and the same column. Okay, this is the down, this is the down. Okay, this is down, and what is down and right? dp of I plus 1 and j plus 1. Okay, so we have to take minimum of both. Okay, minimum of both. For 6, what is down? Down is 4, and what is down and right? 1. So which is minimum? This is minimum. So 6 plus 1 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So for 6 the answer is 7. This is the path. Okay, now let's see for 4. Okay, for 4 is here. Okay, for 4 there are two options, 6 and then 10. Which is minimum? 6. So 6 plus 4 is 10. So this is 10. Now let's see for 3. 3 is here. 3 has two options, he can go down or he can go down right. So he can choose smaller one, and smaller one is 6. So 6 plus 3 is 9. Now again we are on 2. Okay, for 2, which is the answer? He can go on right or he can go on down side. So he is going to go down, because 9 is smaller than 10. So 9 plus 2 is 11. Okay, this is how, and our answer is stored here. This is the bottom up approach. Okay, this is the tabulation, and our down is simply this. Okay, our down is this, and down right is this. Now let's try to, now let's code it. Okay, so we just created our dp array. Now just we can remove this. Okay, now what we need to do, we just have to fill this array. Okay, and we have to first fill our base case. The last row we can easily fill. Okay, so I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. So dp of last n minus 1, this is the last row, and I is equal to triangle Okay, just copy the triangle dot get the last row is n minus 1 dot get I. Okay, we just fill the last row. Now we have to traverse on array. Okay, so we fill the last row, so we have to go from second last. So our I is n minus 2, I greater than equal to 0, I minus minus, and our j, the column j is equal to I. Why? Because let's see, on second this row we have 3 columns. Okay, that's why, like, there is also one space here. Okay, let me show you in the code. There is, this is also space, but we don't need to calculate that because this is the triangle. Okay, so for second row, like 0, first and second row, like third row, there are 3 columns, and 3 columns means these 3 columns, and this index is 2, and if the last row is the column, last column is equal to current row, right? For first row, like 0, the last column is 0. For first row, okay, the first index row, the last column is 1. Okay, this is 1, 0 and 1. For this, like for 2, for 2th row, the last column is 2th, like this is 2th index. So that's how we are traversing. Okay, now j greater than equal to 0, j minus minus, right? Now we have two options, guys. Okay, for dp of I j. Okay, so sorry, we have two options. First is down. Down is very simple. First we have to simply add our current. Okay, so triangle dot get I dot get j. So we just need to add that, plus we have two options like current and down. Like for everyone, just let me show you. I again tell you, for 7, what is the answer? 7 plus what is the minimum of both? Okay, so we have to calculate down. This is the down, 7 plus 8, and what is down itself, like 7 and this 3. So we have two options. First is 7 plus 8 and 7 plus 3. Okay, and we have to choose minimum of both. Okay, plus dp of I plus 1, and j is similar because we are just going down. Okay, now for down and right, it is itself. Okay, this is itself and this is down and this is right. Okay, now we have to choose minimum of both. Okay, dp of I and j is minimum of both. Mat dot minimum of down comma down right. Okay, now our at the end our answer is stored in dp of 0 comma 0. Okay, let's try to run it. If you are new to the channel, make sure to like, share and subscribe. Yeah, it is running, and let's try to submit it. Yeah, it is getting accepted. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching.